Turning to the latest on the Sewol-ho ferry, the vessel which sunk off Korea's southwestern coast on April 2014, taking the lives of 304 people. Another attempt to lift the ferry onto dry land was made today. Although results have yet to be announced, it needs to be the last try for the land transfer to be complete by Monday. Our Kim Min-ji reports from Mokpo.
A third attempt to lift the Sewol-ho ferry for land transfer was made Saturday afternoon. Operations to adjust the height and placements of the wheeled platform vehicles, or modular transporters, were carried out so they evenly meet the lifting beams holding up the ship. Although test results have yet to be announced, if the transporters are able to lift the entire vessel, the government plans to start the actual procedure by Sunday, and it's under a tight schedule. Only 2 days remain before the government's target date of April 10th, as it's when the neap tide period comes to an end. A failure to meet the deadline means the land transfer will have to be postponed for a few days before the tides come again. As there's a big difference in the ebb and flow during the spring tide season, the semi-submersible which the ferry is on will not be able to match the water level. That means the modular transporters could shift out of place, making it dangerous to move the ferry to land. A total of 600 transporters are being deployed in the operation. Originally, 480 were to be used, but an extra 120 have been deployed to support the ferry's weight, which has been revised to about 16,000 tons. The additional transporters have been placed under where the bulk of the weight is. Workers have extended the length of the lifting beams in those areas by attaching metal plates so the transporters can be put underneath it. So far, 2 test attempts have been made to lift the ferry, but both failed, with parts of the ferry not moving at all. Meanwhile, preparations for an in-vessel search for the 9 missing passengers have been taking place. On Friday, workers entered the ferry's shell for the first time since it was salvaged and released a single picture from inside the vessel.
Workers went in about 26 meters, and although there were variations according to different zones, walls and metal pipes are hanging from the vessel, or have crumbled with piles as high as 6 to 7 meters.
The government says more pictures or even video footage will be released upon consultation with related bodies, as well as the families of the missing passengers. Another inspection won't take place on Saturday, but officials are putting priority on the safety of the workers and saying they will install safety nets and carry out operations to remove objects that are likely to fall before the actual search takes place. Kim Min-ji, Arirang News, Mokpo.
Now, this just coming in, the government has announced that the 600 modular transporters deployed for the land transfer of the Sewol-ho ferry are operating properly. Now, after a final test on Sunday morning, it plans to start the actual procedure to move the ferry to land on Sunday afternoon.